the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, zobu,
You see how they're messing them? Do you see how disgraceful?
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, zobu,
we are live and we are direct. You may not like it, and quite frankly, I if you like it, if you don't like it, it doesn't we are live and we are direct.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwuokike Abiama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu, not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
We have tried to live in Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil...
Iwe were iwe gị n'ọnụma gị wee bịa leta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị kunie ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị niile n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị bụ ka anyị kpọkwa onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọbụla anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha gaa n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri agha nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwe sịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwe sịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị agha ka isi wee hụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizọba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro bi na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ajọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe tịtụ ozu ọ bụ okowa mgbe e milere Goliat Chineke nna nke igwe wee memiri Fero sikwa otu a mee ka Fero guzo n'ihu ụmụ ndị IPOB ka o wee taa akwụkwọ iguni ọtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụ gị nwa bụ ekekere n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị nweghị mmalite nweghị ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị bụ anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama mara akọ na okwu gị na-anọgide gị mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu nke abịa ma
Good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. all over the world. I welcome you to this evening program here in IPOB Western Cape, South Africa Media. We are reaching you live from Cape Town. Cape Town is located here in Western Cape, and Western Cape is in South Africa. We are reaching you live, and I welcome you, all lovers of freedom. If you are joining us this evening, I want you to, as you are joining us, to share the program and also like the program. The reason you should do that is that the message we are about to preach this evening may go far and wide. Facebook might also send notifications to people both in your platforms and other platforms. Share this program in all the platforms where you belong. Invite your friends and relatives. Invite every lover of freedom all over the world, wherever they are located. This is IPOB Western Cape, South Africa Media. Here we say it the way it is. We are without fear and no favor. We are here without fear before our enemies. In IPOB Western Cape, we have no permanent friends. Neither do we have permanent enemies. This is freedom fighting. If you are following the right path, we are with you. But when you start missing the targets, we left you. That is the reason why we appear in the first place. I welcome you, fellow Biafran, this evening. I say to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, depending where you are viewing us from. My name is Mazi Onyebuchi. I am the host of this program at IPOB Western Cape. And by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama Puremi Ihe Niile, I am the Parklands Unit Coordinator. And I welcome you once again, fellow Biafrans. As you are joining us, don't forget that you must share this program. Share this program and like this program. Very, very important. And if this is the first time you are joining us, this is IPOB Western Cape Media, South Africa. We are without fear, and we are without fear, no, we don't favor anybody. As long as you are doing right, we are with you. As long as you are speaking the language of freedom, we are with you. That is the reason why IPOB Western Cape is established. It is quite unfortunate that some people are not finding it easy, with me, because of the language I speak here, the way I say things. But it is not me. This is IPOB Western Cape. That is the core value. We're saying it the way it is. We don't care who is offended or who is not offended. All we want our people to know is that Ezioku Bondo. We must speak the truth irrespective, regardless of the consequences. If you don't like it, you repent. We are not here to play. Many, many people, thousands and millions of people have paid the ultimate price for the sake of Biafra. And if by now you still think that Biafra is a personal thing, that Biafra is to please some people, to make them massage their egos and make them happy, then you are on your own. But if you are in this struggle to fight for the collective interest of the people of Biafra, if the pains and sufferings of our people is something that touches you, then you are one of us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom we all claim to be our leader, he does not condone evil. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not cover evil, no matter who is in charge, is involved. He called a spade at all times. And I will be proving it to you tonight. If you are not happy with the way we speak the truth, then you are not one of us. You are not part of us, and we owe you no apology. We owe no apology to any man or any woman that is offended by the truth which we spoke in this program. We will continue to speak the truth at all times. This is freedom fighting. Lots and lots of things has gone over to this. People has paid price. Our leader Oyendu is sitting there in the DS dungeon, which you nor me does not know what he passed through on a daily basis. He could not see his parents, his family, he could not see his sons, nor his wife, nor anybody that is of importance to him. He could not communicate to us as Biafrans, IPOB members, directly without a third party. That is a price that he is paying. So if you think that you will come to play or joke with it, thinking that this struggle is personal thing, that you want to scrub my back and I will scrub your back. No, we are not here to scratch anybody's back. We are not here to condone or to cover evil. When you are when you are doing wrong, we call you back and remind you that now you are going off track. But when you are on the right track, we will stand and urge you on. Go on, Wachineke. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that we are whiter than white and we are whiter than snow. It's not a lip service. It is by actions that we display on daily basis in this struggle. IPOB Western Cape is not like any other IPOB platform. We don't do saga. We don't dwell in propaganda. We don't target on any individuals to either castigate nor massage their idiocy. We don't do that. IPOB Western Cape is here to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So if it pains you that we're speaking the truth, then you are on your own. We owe you no apology. I repeat, we owe you no apology. Like I always said, unity is the weapon, the only weapon that we have. By the time we start to understand the importance of unity, by the time we start to understand that I am because you are and you are because I am, that is the time our enemies will tremble before us. So many people have platforms today. They come online on a daily basis only to attack individuals. They left Nigerian government and the evil politicians in our land. They left the Nigerian and zoo terrorist security who are committing all manner of crimes, kidnapping, murder, and name them in our land. They left them and they turned their sword and their attack on their fellow agitators, thinking that by doing that, that the zoo will regard them. It is quite unfortunate that people could reason this way in this 21st century. And I hear so many people say that because of the activities of Biafrans in the interest of Onyendu, in order to release Onyendu, the civil disobedience that Biafrans has backed on, that because of that, that is the reason why the Nigerian government refused to release Onyendu. They are telling us that because we ask questions because we show our anger, because we are not pleased with disobedience of Nigeria to their own laws, court orders, and other things they are doing. That is the reason why Nigerian government don't want to release Onyendu. That is a lie taken too far. I said it's a lie taken too far. I heard Madubugo came online to say this, that because of the activities of the agitators, that Nigerian government will not release Onyendu. Why would you mention that? It's a deceit. You are trying to deceive people. Biafrans have never been the reason that Nigerian government refused to release Onyendu. Because the next thing you will do now, you say that it is because of Biafrans. That is why Nigerian government had to go and kidnap Onyendu all the way from Kenya. You don't do that. Nigerian government refused to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because Igbo politicians asked them to do so. Don't change it. We are not buying that crap. That because of that, the civil disobedience in Biafra land, that Nigerian government refused to release Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are not buying it. We are not. We are not going to buy it today nor tomorrow. Nigerian government don't want to release Onyendu because Igbo politicians said so. I heard Madubugo trying to defend Ifeanyi Uba. He said that Onyendu said that it was not Ifeanyi Uba nor any Igbo son that brought his jet. He made it. He said that Onyendu said that the name of the jet that brought him back to Nigeria was Felix. But in another stories, we heard that Onyendu's eyes was Onyendu was blindfolded. How could he now see the name of the aircraft that brought him back to Nigeria? And how would Onyendu now know that it is not Igbo people nor anybody that related to Biafra that arranged nor sold him out? Now, Ifeanyi Uba came out to say that it was not his aircraft, that the aircraft that brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria was that of his friend. And listening to Madubugo's interview today on Radio Biafra, a lot of complicity. A lot of them. When I listen to Madubugo, all I see is a man that is enraged, a man that is anger. He's so angry, he is so enraged. When I look at Madubugo or listen to his voice or his words or the word that comes out of his mouth, I see a man that is being eaten up by anger, jealousy, and name it. Madubugo is filled with emotion. He speaks out of emotion. And as a freedom fighter, you don't have to operate on your emotions. You don't allow your emotions to dictate for you. But today, when I listen to Madubugo, I concluded that he is so emotional. He is very, very emotional, full of rage, full of anger, full of jealousy, and full of envy. When he spoke, he displayed all these qualities I just mentioned now. Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that no Igbo politician, nor Igbo son, nor Biafran politicians is involved in what happened to him. He forgot that Okwano Oke no n'ụlọ gwara nke nọ n'ezi na azụ nọ na ngụga. Madubugo tried all he could to exonerate Kenya in his first interview, the one he hosted in Ifan Vast chamber, he exonerated Kenya by saying that Kenya was deceived. Kenya was deceived. Madubugo wants us to believe that Kenya was deceived, that Kenya did not know what they were doing. Today again, Madubugo made us to understand that Kenya, that Nigeria lied to Kenya, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a citizen of Nigeria. And by so doing, Kenya stamped them out. Now you ask Madubugo, with which passport did Kenya stamp Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of Kenya? If Madubugo wants us to believe that Kenya did what they did out of ignorance or that they were deceived, Madubugo should tell Biafrans, how did Kenya stamp Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of Kenya? With which passport? That is a question that Madubugo will never answer you. But he is here defending Kenya. I don't know his interest. I don't know what he's trying to do. But to my own understanding, Madubugo is trying to cover something up here because he cannot just tell me that Kenya stamped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Through the back door, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was flown back to Nigeria. He was not stamped out. He was not stamped out by anybody because his passport is British passport, and that passport remains in Kenya, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Nigeria. That passport in which he traveled with is not close to Nigerian passport. So Kenya authority cannot be deceived like that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu entered Kenya with British passport, not with Nigerian passport. Kenya should have asked Nigeria, where is the passport that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu entered Kenya with? If you say that he is a citizen of Nigeria, where is his passport? Where is the stamp on it? That is the question that every reasonable human being would ask. So you coming here to defend Kenya is what I don't understand. When the Nwachineke on Radio Biafra asked Madubugo that people were saying that what is it called? Well, that people were saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was blindfolded, and that Ifeanyi Ubah came out in the open to acknowledge that the aircraft belongs to his friend. Madubugo, it took him some time to answer this question. But when he decided to answer the question, Madubugo made Biafrans to understand that you think that CIA is only the Americans that are CIA. That there are Igbo sons also who are CIA. But he is here telling us that there is what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that no Igbo son is involved in it. If Igbo son could be a CIA and his aircraft is used, what are you not talking about? Him being a CIA, does it remove him from being Igbo son? And you going to DSS dungeon after 2 years that you have not seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to ask him all these questions, to me, it is being forward. Why do you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell you those who brought him back? Why do you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell you, make you understand that he knew those who brought him back to Nigeria? What if it's something that he wants to keep to himself until he is released? Because so many of them may think, or may be thinking, that he doesn't know who did what or who played which role. So him telling you no, none of these people are involved, is trying to do what? Tell you that this question you are asking me now, this is not the right place to ask me this question. You are not his lawyer. Why are you asking him such question in DSS dungeon? Don't you believe that he's going to come out so you can ask him that question? You don't go and ask him that question because where he is now, he is not free. There are information that he will not release now, that he is still in DSS dungeon. He can only release that information when he comes out of DSS dungeon. There are a lot of complicity, a lot of discrepancies in your words and in the information you are trying to sell to Biafrans. But Biafrans are not children. We are wise and we understand every movement that anybody is making in this struggle. If you are playing righteously, we know. If you are playing smart, we know. If you are trying to be clever by half, we also know. In this regard, Madubugu is trying to be clever by half. You can scream all you like. You can call people names all you like. You can accuse a fellow Biafran and a fellow agitator all you like. I didn't hear you accuse any senator. I didn't hear you accuse Nigerian government of any wrong. All you do is accuse Biafrans and agitators by calling them criminals and calling those who obey, or rather who wants to pay solidarity to their leader by observing a particular day for sit at home. You also call them names. This is IPOB Western Cape. We are saying it the way it is, without fear, without favor. This is freedom fighting. We are going to do it with everything we have. So now it baffles me the rate in which I came on this program before now, and I made it very, very clear to us that I am not going to come online and be capitalize my program on accusing people, attacking people, calling Biafrans names. I made it very, very clear that I won't do that. If there is any matter of concern, I am going to talk about it. If there is any individual that I needed to touch, like I just did to Madubugu now, I'm also going to touch it, and that will be the end. I would rather concentrate my energy on asking Nigerian government to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I would rather devote my time to expose the hidden agenda and the evil that Nigerian security men and women are perpetrating in Biafra land, trying to target on the agitators. I made it very, very clear. If you identified with me in the past, thinking that you can use me to get your enemies, thinking that you can involve me in your battles, thinking that you can make me an enemy to your enemy, I am going to disappoint you. I am not that kind of a person that you are going to use to do that. If you have enemy in this struggle, that is completely your problem, not my problem, not Mazi Onyebuchi's problem. I am not in this struggle to make enemies. I am here to restore Biafra, to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and those who are agitating to restore Biafra, not to make enemies. If you have enemy, Don't make your enemy my enemy. Don't make your problem my problem. Don't use me to get to your enemy. I am not going to fall for that. If you identified with me in the past, in order for me to become a tool to attack people, to attack fellow Biafrans, to attack individuals, to attack some personalities, I am going to disappoint you again. I am not that kind of a person. If any Biafran is towing the wrong path, we can call him back by pointing it out to him, and we move. We should not remain stagnant on the matter of attacking people. We should not make it our task. We are not attacking dogs here. We are not here to constitute nuisance on social media. We rather use our time to do something else instead of us to come on social media every day to attack individuals, talk about our fellow agitators, attack every time. It's not the way it should be. We should have time to talk about our leader, who is illegally detained in Nigeria, who has no case today. He is being held in DSS dungeon, which is automatically a political prisoner. Our leader is a political prisoner. All you can do is to be gossiping from one channel, from one page to another, from one social media page to another, from one this to this. You call names, you abuse people, you attack your fellow agitators. That is all you do. You forgot to talk about your leader, who is illegally being detained after Nigeria government kidnapped Oyenduma and Mekano. They brought him back to Nigeria. After a series of court judgments, he won. And today, Nigerian government is still keeping him. And the same agitators are telling you that it is because of the activities of Biafrans, that is why Nigerian government refused to free Nnamdi Kanu. And some of these gullibles are buying to it. Nigerian government did not want to release Nnamdi Kanu because Britain said so, because Igbo politicians said so. But today they are trying to exonerate the same Igbo politicians and calling those who are showing their anger names. And you want me to come and use you attack Mr. B, and Mr. B we attack Mr. A, and Mr. A attack Mr. C, and Mr. C attack me. That is what you want me to be doing. I am not going to do that. Nigerian government is kidnapping people in Biafra land. They are the ones that is sponsoring criminality, insecurity in our land. And you don't see it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew this and he spoke about it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew that it is the governors in Biafra land that are sponsoring kidnap in our land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew that it is the Igbo politicians that are sponsoring insecurity in our land. If there is no agitation in Eastern region, in Biafra land, there won't be kidnap. There won't be kidnapping. There won't be insecurity. But now, they are using the agitation as a leverage to commit crimes, tagging it on you, and you as a freedom fighter is tagging it on a fellow freedom fighter, thinking that you are doing something good. Let me tell you, you are playing out the script of the enemy. You are doing what? You are dividing Biafra and making the agitation difficult for us. I said it before, even though one of us is not doing it right, we should devise a means to communicate to him. Ndị Igbo si na anụkọma mere ọnụ ọgba ụfụfụ. Ndị Igbo si na girigiri bụ ugwu eze. Ndị Igbo si na ịgbaji ukwu azịza adị, o nwere onye ga-agbaji m ukwu azịza ma ọ bụ na ha nọkọ ọnụ. Why have we decided to play directly into the trap of the enemy? You call yourself a freedom fighter and you are envious of a fellow freedom fighter. The person you called your leader, Oyenduma Azinamekano, has never seen nor regarded a fellow freedom fighter as an enemy. Oyenduma Azinamekano believes that all people fight for freedom should be one. And he is doing everything possible to unite them. That is why he went over to Ambazonia. He united with the Ambazonians. He went over to Oduduwa. He united with the Oduduwas. He came back to Biafra land. He tried to unite every agitating group in Biafra land. You can never catch Onyendu accusing other groups fighting for Biafra. Just for fun? No. But today, we thrive in accusation after accusation. So many people have devoted their page as attacking channels, where they use all manner of languages to attack their fellow agitators, their fellow Biafrans, their fellow comrades. I didn't say that we should not call anybody to order who is misbehaving, but we must not always give everything out in public. We must not always provoke people to start to reply us. Because when you talk and you overtalk, the person you are talking about or you are talking to will be provoked and he will reply. And when he reply back to you, both of you will start dancing naked, unknowing to you people. The enemies of our nation, Biafra, will be rejoicing just like the Nigerian government and the Igbo politicians are doing today. So many people has exonerated Nigerian government and Nigerian Igbo politicians and Biafran politicians from every manner of crimes going on in our land today. And these people are happy. The same people that brought the military down to our land, the Janjaweed military, the repented Boko Haram that was conscripted into to Nigerian security, Nigerian army, Nigerian police, and otherwise, they have forgotten that these people was, mixed with Nigerian police and brought into our land. Now, this repented Boko Haram that was brought into our land in the name of repented Boko Harams are the ones committing all manner of crimes in our land today, because they were all terrorists, born terrorists. Born terrorists. They can never repent, because being a terrorist is an ideology. You cannot just take it away from them, just like that. These same people was brought into our land by the governors of the eastern region of Biafra. They were brought into our land in police, in army, to kill us. And when they commit all the crime they are committing in our land, you that are supposed to defend a fellow agitator, or you that are supposed to defend the struggle, will turn around and join the politicians and the governors and target on the agitators. Are you okay? Okay, I want to show you what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. I'm going to play it to you now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. Listen attentively. Because if we don't bring back what our leader said, so many of us will continue to go astray. We must always remind ourselves what Oyeduma Nnamdi Kanu said at each point in time, so that those who forgot and those who did not hear when he said it, we know that, oh, our leader already foresaw this and he said it because he knew that a day like this is coming when he will be somewhere and fellow agitators will be turning against each other. Now I want you to listen and listen attentively.
Fulani people are defending him. But you idiots from the south, from the east, you're talking rubbish about your one Nigeria. Whereas a terrorist, a killer, a murderer is in government as a minister. His own people are the people defending him. But you are in the south attacking those who are fighting for your freedom. And you're telling me that your brains are normal. Maybe that's your one Nigeria. Whereas a terrorist, a killer, a murderer is in government as a minister. His own people are the people defending him. But you are in the south attacking those who are fighting for your freedom. And you're telling me that your brains are normal. Maybe there's something in Suya, maybe in Kilishi, and in that cattle that they give to us to eat. There must be something fundamentally wrong with us as a people. Fundamentally wrong with us as a people. And we must confront it. And confront it we shall. These people lecturing us about no secession. You're destroying the country. You people, you Fulani idiots, you Fulani bigots, you Fulani impostors, you Fulani vagabonds are the same people that welcomed the rehabilitation of terrorists. You granted bandits, killers, murderers, and kidnappers amnesty. I want Obia not to listen. I want Tripas to listen. I want Tripas, this idiot, Sarikin Fulani of Imo State, Hope to listen very, very carefully. You people are fools because you cannot listen very well. The same people you're fighting for, killing your own people because of them, they are the ones rehabilitating, so they claim, putting the army that we have today. Somebody might come and say, you have given the order that the police and the army should be attacked. All those idiots. Some of you fools who cannot reason, we are not attacking any police. We are attacking the terrorists that they brought into the police and into the army. They are the ones killing our people. We must defend ourselves. You fools cannot reason very well. We are not fighting any standing or legally, properly constituted army or police. These are the same Fulani terrorists, murderers and killers. The same people that went in, in Damatru or wherever it is, killing and slaughtering Christians in droves. You fools that cannot reason. The same Boko Haram that has been killing, the same Fulani terrorists have been killing people. They are the ones now in the army. Did you not see them? Recruit them into the army? You're telling me we shouldn't fight them? These are terrorists in police uniform and army uniform. You're saying we should not fight them? Is that what you're saying? Are you that foolish? Are you that stupid? This same Fulani pontificating about peace and unity and anti-secession whatever garbage that they are pouring out of their useless, stinking Janjaweed mouths. These same idiots, these same fools are the ones that rehabilitated Boko Haram. So they claim. These fools are the ones that granted amnesty to bandits. Now, let me surprise all of you. Surprise, surprise. Those that are giving amnesty to are Fulani terrorists, Fulani bandits, Fulani kidnappers, Fulani headsmen who are murderers and land-grabbing urchins. These are the people that are giving amnesty to. You people should reason. You zoo animals called Nigerians, reason for once. The hypocrisy in Fulani, their hypocrisy is astonishing. Hypocrites. Fulani, who is responsible for the state of almost anarchy in the zoo, who is responsible for the hopelessness of the security framework of the zoo, Fulani, who is responsible for insecurity, Fulani, who are the bandits, Fulani, who are the terrorists in the zoo, Fulani, which people are going about slaughtering and taking over other people's farmlands. It is you. You people are the problem. Unfortunately, some idiots from the south cannot see it. You wanted to show us that you know how to write grammar, writing rubbish about one Nigeria. You are defending something that is indefensible. Indefensible. Indefensible, you fools. Some smelly rats, some smelly garbage, gutter, alamajiri, gutter. The lowest of the low. If it's one of those of their fools talking, I will even understand. From the gutter. Not contributed one single thing to the advancement of the zoo. Not one single contribution has the Fulani ever made. Tell me one national contribution that the Fulani has ever made to the advancement of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Just name one thing, absolutely nothing. They want power. Power and control of oil and gas. That's all they need. That's all they want. So they can run your lives for you and control your destiny. And you're not ashamed of yourself to claim that you're educated.
Now, I welcome you back. Let me tell you something. When you must filter every message that is coming to you from DSS dungeon, filter it. I didn't say that it's not my name, the camera that was sending those messages, but I said filter it. Don't always take it and swallow it just like that. Filter it. Now, when Martin Andekano was saying these things, he didn't have IPOB in mind. In his wildest dream, Martin Andekano could not believe or will never envisage that there will come a time when IPOB or a member of IPOB will turn around and start accusing each other of committing crimes in our land. When Martin was talking about, he was talking about those governors, those senators, and all these Ohanese and co. He never in his wildest dream believed that there will come a time IPOB members or someone who calls himself agitator will turn around to accuse a fellow agitator of being responsible for the same kidnap that Mazen Mekano himself was talking about here. The same kidnapping that was going on while Mazen Mekano was with us. The same people were kidnapping, the same people were killing, the same people were pillaging, the same people were destroying our crops, the same people were eating our everything in our land. The same thing, nothing have changed. In fact, I want to play, before I go to talk about the point, to raise the point on what Mazen Kanu said, I want to play another video of Mazen Kanu so you will understand the people that is doing everything they are doing around today. Don't be deceived by anybody. No matter the name the person comes with, the person can come with any name. I don't mind. Don't swallow it. Who can think it? Filter it. Days are evil. That is why I said so. Days are evil. In this struggle, there is no permanent friend and there is no permanent enemy. Any channel can be corrupted, and being when you are in spirit and you have spirit of discernment, you could be able to know when a channel is corrupted, and you do what? You move. If you are not discerned, if you are not in spirit, you will not know when a channel that was bringing a sweet water started to bring a bitter water. Now, listen to what Mazen Kanu said here again before we go.
All of you have idiotically forgotten. All you evil black people, you people that Lucifer are using as instruments. You children of darkness from Africa, wicked, evil people, you were there when over 500 people were massacred under Obiano at Mpo. You have all forgotten. You're telling me rubbish about unknown gunmen attacking police. You people, what did you say when men were slaughtered at Mpo? You did nothing. Our men must be at alert. You must be at alert from now. no sleeping. All the young men in Biafra land, no sleeping. Every night you organize yourselves to defend your towns and your villages. DSS and the army are renting houses in and around Anambra State, patrolling in the daytime, abducting in the middle of the night. Because of that, from now, I am telling Obiano from now, I don't want to see or hear that there is any movement of vehicle in Anambra State from 12 midnight to 5 o'clock every day from tonight. 12 midnight to night. Any car that I see in Anambra State, any car moving from 12 midnight will be destroyed, and all occupants will be destroyed, all of them, from tonight. Let me see how you're going to die your kidnapping and die your abduction. From now, this immediately from this minute. 12 midnight every day until further notice. From 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning, I don't want to hear that there is any vehicular movement in Abia State and in Anambra State. No movement of vehicle. Now, listen, if your brother, your auntie, your sister is a taxi driver, or they have their own private vehicles, I said there will be no movement of any vehicle. Go and tell the Nigeria Union of Road Transport Workers, even tell Union of Journalists. I do not want to hear that there is any vehicle on the road from 12 midnight, starting from tonight, 22nd of April, 2021, until further notice. No movement of vehicle from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning. Let me see how they're going to abduct. And every night. Because if we allow the Fulani people to succeed in what they plan to do, we are finished. They have come before time. They are using Obiano. They are using Okezi Bazu. They are using all these wicked and evil people. You call your governors, Hope Uzodinma, to perpetrate this like these people never. I never heard Obiano come out to condemn Miyetti when they were ravaging Dunukofia. I never heard Obiano come out to say that what is happening is bad. When Miyetti Fulani terrorists, we are sacking villages in Ayabelum until we met them. None of them has ever come out to condemn the massacre of their own people. None. But when it comes to fighting their own people, they are number one champions. Them and anybody supporting them, all of them, we are prepared to die. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we are. But you evil people working for Fulani Janjaweed without shame, you idiots, allowing cattle rearers to be controlling your brain, you idiots will die as well. Check that evil. From tonight, try me and see. Let me hear tomorrow there was a vehicle in Anambra State 12 midnight. God will punish the driver and everybody that the idiot is carrying. I said no vehicle. I don't want to see or hear any vehicle from tonight to further notice. Every landlord in Anambra State must do an audit as to those who are living in their houses. Every landlord in Anambra, I said, if you give your house to army or DSS and from your house our people are abducted, what will happen to that landlord and the family? I'm warning you now so you understand. Our madness have just begun. I am warning all of you, every landlord, do not give house to anybody unless you know who that person is and what they are doing. I am warning all of you in Anambra. You know, I don't care. You can be lamenting and talking your rubbish when they call you inside that rock to be talking rubbish every day. We don't give a damn. We are warning you. You are placing our land in danger. You are placing our land in danger. Because of our activities, we truncated the plan of the Fulanis to start your mass murder in 2022. That's what they plan to do.
Now, you're welcome back. You will hear it. These are the words of Martin Namdekano. Martin Namdekano was given orders and counter orders. Martin Namdekano was enraged by those governors and politicians who brought those Boko Haram, repentant Boko Haram, into our land to abduct and to kidnap our people and eventually killing them. Never a time Mazen Kanu mentioned any single agitator nor a freedom fighter or a group of other group fighting for this of the Biafra as the ones that is perpetrating the evil. But today, what are they doing? The same people in the agitation turns around to accuse the same agitator or people that is agitating of those crimes. But their leader is saying no. It is the governors, it is the politicians, it is them that is killing, abducting our people. They are the one that is bringing those terrorists from the north to come and abduct and kill our people. Onyendu Mazinanekanu made it very, very clear. Onyendu said, why would we, the Fulanis will defend their own? Pantami was a known terrorist, a staunch terrorist, unrepentant one. He was, or rather, he is still a minister, or was a minister in Buhari's government. Buhari made him a minister in his government, a terrorist, a non-terrorist, unapologetic one. The whole Nigeria knew. But Fulani people defended him. No single Fulani come out to condemn him. No Fulani come out to call him a terrorist. But when it comes to our land, when it comes to our turn, we will be the one that will bring our own to the public and throw him under the train. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that we are the most useless race in the world. The only people that does not defend their own. We overdo it. Fulani, Yoruba, they will hide their own. The last time I came to this program, I said there are criminals in Yoruba land. There are criminals in Fulani. There are criminals in every other tribe in Nigeria doing real criminality. You can never hear them come to the public and discuss it. But when we see a single one of us who comes to ask us a legit question, because we don't like that question that he's asking us, we tag him a criminal. And make sure that the whole nation see him as one. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, until when shall you start to defend your own people? Until when shall you stand to defend a fellow agitator? The same, until when will you start to defend the man who speaks the language of freedom, irrespective of who he is, whether he is in your camp or not in your camp? As long as he is speaking the language of freedom, you should stand by him. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is teaching us. He said that it was the governors that is bringing those terrorists into our land. He acknowledged that these terrorists were not Biafrans. They were not any man that is agitating for the freedom of his people. That these people were all terrorists brought into Nigeria, into our land by Nigerian government to kill us, to abduct us, to kidnap us, to do all manner of evil against us. He begged you to reason. Reason for once. That is why I said filter every message. Filter every message coming from DSS dungeon to you. Filter it. Use your brain. Reason. Reason. They are evil. We do not know who to follow. We do not know who to listen to. Now, the only person you will listen to, the only person you can trust now as it is now is yourself and yourself alone. Don't take anything that comes to you or that is thrown to you and you take it. Filter it. Reason. All you say, reason for once. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never said that it is that agitators are responsible for insecurity in our land. He made it very, very clear. Remember that those days they were trying to target on him. They were trying to hang it on him because he did what? He said that Fulani terrorists should leave our land. They now brought all these people into our land to commit more crime, to commit more insecurity in our land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, knowing fully well the plans of the zoo and how Fulani is raising, he told us in advance, in case he's not there with us, that you see, all these people that is coming into our land today, they are terrorists. They are Fulani repentant Boko Haram that was mixed into the Nigerian army and brought down into our land to kill our people. He made it very, very clear. He did not mince words. He did not say it might be. He said it is these people, they came for one purpose, to destroy our land. He even went on to talk about those landlords that are renting house to those people. He said you should cease. Do not rent your apartment, your house, your flat, whatever you are renting. Do not rent it to anybody that you don't know who he is and what his job is. Whether you are Biafran or not, in this case, you are not going to be tolerated. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used strong words to pass message, to drive his message home, which the same people that is screaming today, accusing today, dividing today, destroying everything that we have built for these years today, the same people were there when he was speaking those words, shouting, go on our leader, go on our leader. But today they are against anybody or any individual who may use some words to drive his point home. They will say that this is the reason, this is the culprit. This man is the reason why our people are dying. Our leader said that over 500 people were killed in Mpo. Since our leader has been renditioned to Nigeria and is kept where he is today, we have never recorded a time when or where people died in mass. Maybe at a stretch, 500 people died because of the activities of the agitators. No, we never witnessed it. But we witnessed it in the past. Do you think that those people that murdered our people, Biafrans, Igbos, in their numbers then, do you think that they have repented? Do you think that they are no more in our land? Do you think that they now see me as a human being? I'm asking Madubugo, whatever his name is. Madubugo is the person I'm asking. Do you remember that there was a time in Anambra State, in Mpo to be precise, over 500 Biafrans were murdered in their cold blood by Nigerian terrorist army and police? Do you remember then? If you remember, do you think that they will not do it again? Do you think that they are no more aware that you and me are still agitating? Was it agitators that murdered the people? Was it Igbo people that were murdering these people? Was it those who are calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is murdering these people? Who murdered these people? It is Nigeria Boko Haram terrorist army that murdered these people, over 500 Biafrans in their cold blood. I didn't hear you refer to it. I didn't hear you refer to it. But today, you want me, Mazi Onyebuchi, to believe that it is the same Igbo people that is killing Igbo people today. You want me, Mazi, to believe that because people chose to embark on civil disobedience, that is the reason why Onyendu Mazi Kanu is still kept in prison. You want me to believe that the legal team has done everything they need to do and everything is fine. That the only reason why Onyendu is still inside is because of the activities of Biafrans. Is that what you are telling me? Let me tell you what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said about the activities of fellow Biafrans. Listen and listen very good.
I hear the whole nonsense about those that stood shorty for me. I will deal with that later on because our people don't understand. They don't understand the politics of the zoo. They don't understand how they play their game, but we know. The people that got me out of custody is IPOB with the grace of the Most High Elohim, not any politician. It was the same politicians that actually went and told their Fulani masters to keep me in custody. I know all of that. The only reason why they got involved was to craft a very stringent bail condition so that they will be able to control me, not knowing that I am uncontrollable. I am driven by my conscience to do that which is right by my people, to ensure that Biafra is restored, nothing more, nothing less. That was why they came. Some of you don't even know that a senator is not supposed to be a shorty for somebody. You don't know that, do you?
Did you hear? What got Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of prison in 2017 was the activities of IPOB then. Now, today, you that is watching me, ask yourself, what is the activities of IPOB today? Should I help you? The activities of the IPOB today is gossip, is attack against each other, is character assassinations against each other, is accusations against accusations, is envy, jealousy, name it. That is the reason why Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still inside. The failure of IPOB, of present IPOB, to replicate the IPOB of 2017 is the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still inside. Second Niger Bridge was blocked for 4 days. There was chaos everywhere. There was chaos everywhere. People were being murdered. People were being killed on a daily basis then. Because of that, Nigerian government got scared that this may escalate into something else. Because of that, they released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was the reason. He said it. It was IPOB that got him out from prison. Not any senator, not any governor. What are they coming to tell you today? Yes, we have gone to meet Tinubu. We have done everything. It is because the people are going on this Monday sit at home, or because the people are asking what happened to your leader. That is why Nigerian government will refuse to release you, release Onyendu to you. Let me tell you something. Do not believe it. It is a lie. It is a typical lie from the pit of hell. The only reason why they are still talking about or remembering that there is someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today is because of the activities of those who said no. We must be asking questions. We keep asking questions. We keep doing whatever we can do to make sure that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not forgotten inside. They came and abducted us at night. Onyendu said they came in the night to abduct people. It has always been their modus operandi. They have not changed. Nothing has changed. Nigerian government has never changed their way of doing things. That is why I am so shocked and surprised when a fellow Biafran who should know better is wallowing in ignorance. Ignorance, total ignorance. Coming to accuse a fellow, that is what, it breaks my heart. It shatters me. It knocks me off balance. Why would someone who has sense, his sense intact, come on social media to convince Biafrans that it is because Biafrans are asking questions? That is why Onyendu is still being kept inside. Who are you talking to children? Are you telling us that because we ask the Nigerian government, where is our leader? Why are you still keeping our leader inside? Release our leader to us. Are you telling us that that is why they have not released our leader? If you are playing your role and I am playing my role, Nigerian government would have released Onyendu long time ago, because they will be afraid. They might not know where the protest may lead to, because that is exactly what happened in 2017. They were confused. They were scared. The rate these people are going, agitating, protesting, doing all these things. If we do not release this man now, this may turn to something else that we may not be able to handle. They release him. This time around, there is no effort, there is no pressure. In fact, they have managed, or rather succeeded in turning us against each other. And you come back to tell us that it is because of that, and that's why our leader is not released. Do not say that to me, because I will never take it serious. I will take it that you are among those who doesn't want Onyendu to be released. If Onyendu give you any message, say it the way he said it. Don't add sugar, salt, and every other ingredient into it. Say it the way. If you want to say, oh, say this one is my own. It's my own view and opinion. Don't say it's Onyendu who told you that. By the way, what is the information on the table of Onyendu? Because Madubuko made it very, very clear. Madubuko made it very, very clear today that some people go to Onyendu to lie to him. He made it very, very clear to us today. I didn't say it. Madubu, if you have not listened to his interview, where he ended up complicating himself and everybody, go there and listen to him. Madubu made it very, very clear that some people go to a DSS dungeon and lie to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you lie to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why would Mazi Nnamdi Kanu take some irrational decision? Because you are not telling him the truth. That is why I said in the past, in my former program, it is high time we start asking them to bring message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For them to be taking message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only thing that they should take to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is how to bring him out. Don't go there and give him and pay him lies, because that place is not Afaruku Ipeku. It's not his home. DSS is not his home. Fight for him to be released. When he released, if you have any information, if you have anything, present it to his table. That is the only time he will have an ample opportunity to talk about it, to handle it, and to do it effectively without making mistakes. But as it stands now, you people that is going to see Onyendu, Madubugu made us to understand that some of you go there to lie. Why do you have to go and lie to Onyendu? Because of personal interest. I said it here. Some people want me to speak somehow to protect some individuals. And I said that me, Mazo Ebuchi, I will not stake my life on social media to come and cover any individual. I'm not going to cover any individual. I am not in this struggle. I am not in this page to cover any individual. In fact, cut every communication you have with me, because I am not going to do what? I'm not going to do what? Dance to your tune. If you do well, I will comprehend you. If you don't do well, I am going to do what? Talk about it. Madubu said it today. Some of these people who go to visit Onyendu, they go there to lie. Madubu made us to understand today that Onyendu passed message through all his legal things. But some people will tell you, if I is not a message is coming with is not from Onyendu. Some will tell you, Aloy Edimako, the one he's coming with is not from Onyendu. Some will just for them to have reason to do what? To disobey the order. Those people that is going to visit Onyendu, it's high time you people stop lying to him. Go there strictly for legal issues. Tell him, this is what we are doing for you to be released. If Onyendu asks you any question you don't know, tell him, Mazi, I don't really know. I think this will be better when you come out of, for you to ask those who know. But for me, I don't know much. Don't go there and be lying to him to favor your own person. When you go there, you lie to favor, Jofo will lie to favor his own. The other person will lie to favor his own. Everybody has their own man, their own person. In the same struggle, where we are struggling, where we are fighting to release our leader and get our freedom, we get preferences. We get our person. We get our right-hand man. We get this, we get that. We have, when you begin to do that, you will lose the right to tell the person the truth when the person is doing wrong. Because you have started to cover evil. You must have to continue to cover evil. Onyendu made it very, very clear to us that we know those who are killing, who are abducting, who are persecuting our people. It is not the agitators. It is not those who are calling for his release. It is not those who are agitating for Biafra. It is not those who are in Biafra land. Those who are kidnapping our people, killing our people, are those who came from Sahel. Those repentant Boko Haram who were put into, mixed up with Nigerian army. They came in their uniforms and they killed us. By the way, there was instruction Onyendu gave in regards to former governor of Anambra State, Obiano. As you already know, Obiano has finished his tenure, and today he is living in the United States. I want to remind those in the United States the instructions and directions Onyendu gave about Obiano, in case if they have forgotten, so that they will remember that there is a standing order on Obiano. He is living with them there in the United States. I believe we have Biafrans in the United States. Those who are Onyendu, who calls Onyendu their leader. I believe that you people know that Obiano, the former governor of Anambra State, is today living in the United States of America. There is a standing order on his head. Onyendu said, there's something Onyendu said about Obiano, whether he is still in office or not. There is a directive, a standing order. Onyendu have not stepped it down. Those orders are still standing until Onyendu can say otherwise. Now, our comrade in America, over to you. I want to remind you these words from our leader, Onyendu Mazi.
Personally, Obiano, from today onwards, anywhere you are seen in the public, you'll be attacked. It doesn't matter. Even when you leave office, it will be worse for you. You are an enemy of the people now and forevermore. I'm telling you this, before God and before man. You will never, ever be forgiven for your treachery and your wickedness. When our sister was killed at Uli and her body cut into pieces, Obiano, what did you do? You did absolutely nothing. You're not ashamed of yourself that you're organizing with your Fulani friends to come and be abducting your own people. You're not ashamed of yourself. Any landlord that gives accommodation or rents his house or her house to a Fulani person, to an army personnel, to somebody who works for the police or DSS, all this nonsense must stop. All this nonsense must stop. You are living in a country where Fulani, they not only are they the terrorists, they are the ones in control of the power. A terrorist is a minister in Nigeria. Obiano cannot even rise up and condemn such a person. Ibazu cannot rise up to condemn them. A terrorist is a minister, Pantami or whatever they call the job, is a minister in the government of Nigeria. A terrorist is there as a serving minister. I'm not asking you to even arrest him or to imprison him without trial, as they do to freedom fighters. Come on to remove the idiot from office, you useless, idiotic Nigerians, you monkeys from Africa, you black demons cannot even do it. You cannot do it. To tell you that Satan dwells in a black person. When you see people fighting for their freedom, everybody starts to talk rubbish, talk nonsense. A terrorist is a minister in your country. A terrorist, you cannot speak. He used to tell me that Ogon can come to my land after the death of my parents to be telling me he's going to kill more people. The day he buries his own children, he will understand how painful it is. Since they want madness, we give them madness. That's what they want, and we're going to give it to them. In abundance, I'm telling you the truth. When you killed 5 million of us between 66 and 1970, did we not multiply to still become the most populous ethnic group that you have? It doesn't matter how many you abduct, how many you kill. Our mothers will give birth to many more. I assure you. But I am letting you understand that your name will be shut down. It will be closed down completely. From tonight, I don't want to hear lamentation. I don't want to see or read in the Facebook, they're here, they're abducting us. No, kill them. If you see the army and the police in your village, kill all of them. They are murderers and they are killers. Kill them. Because it seems a black man, when you're trying to be very civil, doing things the normal way, they don't understand. This UG, they never understand. They think you're weak. Because we've been keeping quiet all this while. Obiano thinks, oh, I killed you at Mboatonech, I can kill you again. Obiano, you're also a dead man walking. For that comment you made yesterday, you're a dead man walking, and from today I'm announcing there will be no election in Anambra State. Now, every edifice of election in Anambra State will be destroyed. I'm warning you in advance. There will be no election. Come out and campaign. Come out and campaign. There will be no campaign in Anambra State. Everybody will stay at home. Come out and campaign. There will be no campaign in Anambra State. You people are evil. You claim you're elected to represent the people, but you're there serving Fulani interest. Obiano, all the years that the Fulanis have been killing us, what have you done? I'm asking you. Is to go and bring in Fulani mercenaries to be giving them houses in Anambra State. Any vehicle you see from tonight, 12 midnight to 5, destroy it completely. That is the time they move about abducting people. And we keep quiet. All I hear is that they're abducting us. What stops you young people from, once you see them coming around 4 a.m. in the morning, you block every exit. Set it on fire. They will exhaust all the ammunition that they have. Then we capture them alive and cut off their heads, all of them. Bepuhisi, Hanina. You don't know that is how to fight Fulani. You think Fulani listens to argument or reason? These are savages from hell. You think they have time to listen to reason? Is that what you think? You and Fulani can sit down and debate and have a discussion. People that jettisoned every law that they themselves made, they abandoned it because they want to conquer you. You
heard him again. There is a standing order on Obiano. I am making it I want to remind our comrades in America that there's something our leader said about Obiano. They should remember. They should look for Obiano and pay him a visit wherever he is. That is an order our Onyendu Maazan Kanu gave before he was kidnapped. Onyendu made it very, very clear to us that Fulani does not obey their own order. They jettison even their own order, their own law. They have proven it once again in the Nigerian government by disobeying the order, by disregarding their own treaty which they signed, both international and local treaties they signed. They have bypassed their own laws to go all the way to Kenya to kidnap Onyendu Maazan Mekano, brought him back to Nigeria illegally. These are Fulani people. You that is in this, watching me this evening, who looks at me and think that I don't know what I'm saying, everything I said is the way it is. I am not going to massage your stupid ego. I'm not going to paint it. I'm not going to put it in a way that it will please it will please into your ears. All I'm telling you is the truth and nothing but the truth. Maazin Nnamdi Kanu made it very, very clear to us that it is the Fulani, it is the governors in our land that is bringing the kidnappers, those that are kidnapping our people, those that are killing our people, those that are abducting them, those that are doing all manner of evil. In fact, the insecurity you see today in our land is what? It is being orchestrated by the Funanis. They are doing it for you and me to ask ourselves questions about the agitation. They want me to give up the agitation. That is why they have contracted some of us to attack and accuse their fellow agitators of being the masterminds of the crimes of kidnapping, of car hijack, of all the abduction going on around today. They were contracted to say those things they are saying, so that you that is agitating for Biafra will ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Let me tell you something. Do not be deceived. Fulanis are the ones responsible for all the kidnapping, all the crimes, all the abductions, all the killings, all the insecurities going on in our land today. Do not be deceived by any man or woman who will tell you otherwise. No Biafran agitator is involved in the insecurity going on in our land today. All our people or the agitators are doing is to face the terrorists in uniform squarely. They are fighting back. The Biafran people are fighting back. We are not going to fold our hands while we are being killed. We are not going to fold our hands and our land will be taken over. Maazin Mekano did not bring us all this far to become cowards. Maazin Mekano speaks in the manner that he speaks because he meant every word that he said. He meant it. He wants to restore Biafra, and Biafra he shall restore. So you that claims to be a follower of Maazin Mekano, but you are not speaking the same language as Maazin Mekano, let me tell you something. Go and look for your leader, because Maazin Mekano is not your leader and will never be your leader. Maazin Mekano made us to understand that we are not going to be afraid of death. Even when it comes for us to die, we shall die like he comes, so who die honorably. You cannot be pissing in your pants when you are faced with reality. You must stand on your feet and face what is facing you. Don't take me as your enemy. I am not your enemy. Nigerian government and British are your enemies. They are the ones that are suppressing you. They are the ones that put you where you are today. They are the ones that chased you out of your land, who made you a foreigner in another man's land. That is what Nigerian government and Britain projects for you, not me, not a fellow agitator, not someone who is fighting for his freedom. Every one of us is fighting for our freedom. That is why Oyenduma Nnamdi Kanu said, if you know what you can do for Biafra to come, do it. Do it. Do it. That is what Oyenduma Nnamdi Kanu said. Because he knew that a time like this will come. Now we depend on nobody but in ourselves, in our mental capability and capacity, not in our weakness, not in gossip, not in propaganda, not in attacking people all the time in your page, on your page, not in saga and not in envy, jealousy, but in your own capacity as a human being, as a Biafran. When you remember the teachings of Oyenduma Nnamdi Kanu, you will take it and put it in practice. Oyenduma made you and I to know that the enemies we have is the Fulanis. They are our enemies, staunch enemies, internal enemies, because they have only one motive, to conquer us. And we will never allow them to conquer us. Because of that, we are a sworn enemy with Fulanis. Don't see a fellow freedom fighter, a fellow agitator as an enemy to yourself. That will make you to turn around 360 degrees turn and tag your fellow agitator criminals. Call him, call her, call them all manner of evil names for you to look good. Let me tell you something. It's like a case of kettle calling pot black. You are an agitator. I am an agitator. We all are agitating for one thing, and you turn around to call me a criminal. When you are pointing me with one hand, three of your other fingers are pointing at you, and one is witnessing against you. I want you today to change, repent. Let us endeavor our times and energies on asking Nigerian government questions. Why do you still keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison? What charges is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sitting on today? Why are you putting him where he's not supposed to be? That is the question. Call the new president of the zoo, called President Tinubu, to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you use your time to do these things, your time will be valuable to yourself and to Biafrans who may be listening to you. You don't allow people or put your phone on or your laptop on and come online to attack people, and people are coming to listen to you, wasting their data. Data is expensive. So each time you want to you want to on your system to speak to people, be constructive and say something reasonable, so that anybody who puts his data on will learn something from you, not how to attack people, how to call people names. That will not give us Biafra. The only thing that will give us Biafra, according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is that when we are righteous in our conduct and in our attitudes, when we unite ourselves and fight for one common goal, when we hide each other's faults, when we unite as one family, as we already claim to be, that is when we restore Biafra. Please, I am calling on those who go to see Onyendu. Stop lying to him, because Madubugu confirmed it today that you people go to Onyendu to lie. so that the message will favor your own party. That is why in IPOB Code of Conduct, Oyendu said, sectionalism is a taboo in IPOB. Sectionalism is a taboo in IPOB. Today, that is what is reigning. There are factions. Those are with this one. Yes, we are standing with you. We are standing with this. People have rejected IPOB Code of Conduct. I said it several times. Go and acquit yourself with IPOB Code of Conduct. Learn it, read it, cram it, so that each time you come out, you'll be able to defend yourself. If you don't know what IPOB Code of Conduct says, you will be like a ship in the ocean. Go and get yourself educated with IPOB Code of Conduct. Mazen Kanu said that we don't want it. Groupings is not allowed in IPOB. You begin to group yourselves. At this one, I am standing for this, Mr. B. I'm standing with, we are all IPOB. That is who we are. And we have one common goal, to restore Biafra. We are not here to defend you. I'm not here to defend you as a person, as an individual. No. Your actions shall defend you. If you are doing the path of righteousness, you will defend it. If you have ulterior motive, you are on your own. That is what IPOB Code of Conduct says. No grouping in IPOB. So you that is coming online to defend your person, you that is coming online to defend an individual, you that is coming online to say, I am defending this person, I am defending that person, I am against this person, I am for this person. Let me tell you something. You are an enemy of IPOB. You are not a member of IPOB. You are going against your oath. Let me tell you something. The only person that we IPOB swore allegiance to is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we shall defend him at all times, even with our lives. No other person. No other person in this struggle what defend anybody coming out to say I'm defending the person. What are you doing? Why am I to defend you? If you are doing the right thing, your works will speak for you. I don't swear, I didn't swear an allegiance to any other person, but to Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is the person I swore allegiance to, and I swore to defend him, to stand by him, and to be with him. So if you come to this struggle to fight your fellow comrades, you are on your own. We have things to discuss, to talk about. We have things to make exposures to do. There are things that is going on in our land today that people don't know. You can use your time and talk about it. You can use your time to touch on those things. Not coming to talk about what Mr. A is doing. Mr. B is doing. Tomorrow you come up again, you start with another thing. The same thing all the time. Let me tell you something. I am sick and tired of that life. I would rather put my phone or my laptop off and sleep than coming online all the time to attack my fellow comrades, to attack a fellow agitators. It is not going to continue. I am Mazi Oyebuchi, and this is IPOB Western Cape South African Media. We are not like any other IPOB forum, channels or page in the last 2 years. We are different. We say it the way it is, without fear, without favor. Irrespective of what you may feel or what you are feeling now that I'm telling you the truth, I, Mazi Oyebuchi, I don't care. I am telling you the truth, and truth I shall tell you. change your ways. You have done all these things for the past 2 years and counting. It has never yielded us any truth, any fruit at all. It has never brought our leader out of the DSS detention. It has never restored Biafra for us. He who does one thing all the time and expects different results is a fool. If you are doing something every time you come and do this one thing, you come tomorrow one thing, and next tomorrow one thing, and you in those things you are doing, you are expecting a different result. It means that you are not a complete human being. You are more or less a baboon. You have to change your way. If you want a different result, change your ways. You have tried everything. You have tried hate. You have tried propaganda. You have tried character assassinations. You have tried calling people wicked names. Have you tried love? No. You don't know that love is a virtue. Try love. It's a virtue. Try love. You have tried every other thing, but have not tried love. You have not tried to love that person you hate so much. You have not extended the hands of friendship to a fellow agitator or a fellow human being. But you continue to hate. And as you continue to hate, you expect to get love. No. When you hate, you'll be hated back. But when you love, you'll be loved back. Let us change our ways. Those who are going to see Onyendu, you know yourself. You that is going to lie to him, because it's not everyone, not all of you. Not all of you. But there are those who goes to lie to Onyendu. Madubugu confirmed it today. And I believe him. Because we know when we hear the truth, we know the truth. When we see truth, we know it. We identify it. Truth does not hide. Madubugu, in this one you are right. Some people go to Onyendu to lie to him. Yes, I believe you on this one. But you see, apart from this, Madubugu, everything you said, there are a lot of complexities on it. There are a lot of sugar and salt and milk mixed together. I don't know if it take you the whole day to see Onyendu Mazanegano to have such in-depth discussion with him. It is too soon for you to have such in-depth discussions with him, to touch all areas and get our answers. Ndị Igbo si, you that is lying to Onyendu, you are not doing this struggle good. You are not doing Onyendu good either. Onyendu will later come out and he will never trust you again. Never, not in this world. So don't think you are protecting IPOB by going to lie to him. If you cannot tell him the bitter truth, keep it for him. When he comes out, he will see the truth by himself and he will be able to handle it. But you going to DSS dungeon to lie to Onyendu Mazanekano is what I, Mazi Oyebuchi, will never in my life understand. I don't understand why you should go and lie to a man who trusted you to tell him the truth. He will never trust you, not in this life again. Because definitely he is going to come out and he will know that you lied. And how is he going to look at you? With which eyes are you going to look him eyeballs to eyeballs? I am going to be ending this program in a few minutes' time. I have interview of Madubugu, the first interview, I don't know what, should I call it interview or message he sent to Biafra. The message he passed to Biafra the first time he visited Onyendu Mazanekano. I wanted to play it and point out places that I disagree with him. But time will not does not permit me to continue, because I made it a duty that this program is going to exceed 2 hours. And now we are 1 hour 55 minutes. In the next 5 minutes, I'll be ending this program. I want you, fellow Biafrans, if you have listened to me tonight, go back and think about your stand in this struggle. Ask yourself a question. Am I doing the right thing? If you are doing the right thing, the next question you should ask yourself is, if I'm doing the right thing, am I getting the right result I'm supposed to get? If you are not getting the right result, then ask yourself another question. Why am I not getting the right result? Then you look in depth into yourself. You find out the reason you are not getting it the right. After doing everything right, still you could not get the right result. But for me, Mazi Oyebuchi, I've looked at myself and I know that there are a lot of distractions in this struggle today. So many distractions, so many hate, so many anger, so many deceit, so many lies, so many things that is not supposed to be found in a family like this, because Mazi Anakan made it very, very clear that we can only restore Biafra in truth when we are truthful to ourselves and to the people we are trying to save. That is the only time we are going to restore Biafra. But if we want to restore Biafra by shortcuts, lying, and the propaganda, if we want to restore Biafra like that, Mazi Anakan said it is going to be impossible, because Chukwu Okike Abiama is ever present in this struggle. And he is watching each and every one of us. And he is looking into our hearts to understand if indeed we really want freedom. I'm going to pray for Mazi Anakan as it is our duty in this program. And I will be praying in the language of heaven. Chukwu Okike Abiama premier niile. Onye dị nsọ, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-asọpụrụ, onye dị ndụ mgbe ebighị ebi. Chukwu Okike onye na-adịghị alaghachi azụ n'okwu ya, anyị na-arịọ gị na-asị ka ebe mere anyị niile anyị na-arịọ gị. Ka aka niile ji onye ndu Mazi Anakan rapụ ya. Ndị niile bụ ndị ji ya aka sị na ha ga-arapụ ya ikwu na onye ji ihe nwata wenye aka elu. Ọ bụ na aka ruo ya ewetu ya. Awa anya anyị na-ekiri na-eche ụbọchị aka ndị iro ga-ada n'isi onye ndu anyị, ana ha hapụrụ anyị onye ndu anyị. Mazi Anakan ga-ejechi ije, ọ ga-apụta ije o jere, a ga-eru isi ya. Ajọ ụkwụ agaghị akpọ ya n'ije a. Ije a ga-abụ ije ndụ, ọ gaghị abụ ije ọnwụ. Onye ndu ga-eji arụ isi ike wepụta n'ije a. Onye ndu ga-apụta n'ije a wee were aka ya wee mezie niile ndị iro mebisiri. Chukwu Okike Abiama, anyị na-akpọku gị sị gị ekwekwana ka ndị iro anyị mụọ anyị amụ. Anyị mara ha na-amụ anyị amụ ugbu a, mana akwụkwana ka amụ ha na-amụ anyị bụrụ ihe ga-emebiri anyị ihe, kama ka ọ bụrụ ihe ga-eme ka anyị mụta ife, ka anyị mara na ọ bụ girigiri bụ ugwu eze n'ezie, ka anyị mara na nwanne kwesịrị ịfụ nwanne ya n'anya, ka anyị mara na anyụkọsịa mamịrị ọnụ ọgba ọfụfụ, nye anyị obi ịfụnanya, nye anyị obi nwanne, chịkọta anyị ọnụ. Chukwu Okike Abiama, ekwekwana ka ihe ọbụla mee anyị bụ ndị na-achọ ka Biafra bịa. Ekwekwana ka aka ndị iro metụ anyị, ekwekwana ka anya ndị iro fụ anyị. Ọ ga-adịrị anyị na mma na Eke, na Orie, na Afọ, na Nkwọ. Ọ ga-adịrị Mazi Anakan mma na Orie, na Afọ, na Nkwọ. Osisi fụrụ Mazi Anakan na-atụ nkwe ga-agbaji. Onye fụrụ isi Mazi Anakan sị na ọ gịrị mgbe iji achụ aja, isi onye a na-ezi n'aka eji wee chụọ aja. Ọ ga-adịrị Mazi Anakan mma, ọ ga-ejechi ije apụta. Chukwu Okike Abiama nara otuto site n'ebighị ebi ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise. I thank you, children of Chukwu Okike Abiama, for giving me your time this evening. If you have not shared this program, I want you to share the program and like it. I want you to keep praying for our leader and keep doing the right thing. Stand on the truth at all times, without fear, without favor. Always say the truth. Be bold enough. Don't be afraid of anybody. Nobody will swallow you. If you do the right thing, the blessings of Chukwu Okiabiyama will be with you. I thank you so much. I thank you, fellow Biafrans, once again for listening to me. I say to you, good night, fellow Biafrans. Until I return your way again,